Corvea, you are not ready to love.
I just stand there because I'm in total shock.
Corvea, please say your goodbyes.
Corvea was my top connection. I wanted to use the lifeline to save Corvea, but it has to be unanimous.
I'm leaving this process, but I'm also leaving my connection behind. When it comes to Demario, I want him to explore other connections if that's what he wants to do, because what's for me is for me. If a man wants you, he's going to find his way to you. Prince Charming is out there.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
It ain't a Miami party, that's just a Miami after party.
That's right.
It's time to see how you do at the Hard Rock Cafe. Power is now with the ladies to decide which of these men just isn't ready to love. Just clap and let me know how sexy I am.
Today was tough for y'all, though. How y'all feel about Corvea going home?
We definitely had a connection.
Knowing that my top connection there, Corvea, is gone, is gonna be very interesting. I think a lot of the women, they like me. My journey moving forward is within question.
I remember you told me you're a blend of Rihanna and Claire Hudson.
Yep.
I thought that was fire. That's a hell of a blend.
Yeah.
I never really get to enjoy Miami like this, you know what I mean? Because we're working so hard.
Yeah, definitely. And it's good people.
You guys had a tough boat ride, at least at the end.
It was difficult. We're all going to be in that position eventually.
I agree. I think it's only going to get harder from this point.
I hate eliminations.
Yeah, everybody does.
Blake took me to the side and we had our little one-on-one conversation.
I want you to be able to talk to me and let me know, what you're feeling. You don't have to go too deep into anything.
I was talking to Jeffrey, or trying to talk to her, and I'm used to dealing with tough people. I feel like in this setting, I don't want to do that. When Jeffrey came up to me and Demario and started talking about Blake on the boat, I kind of felt like it was Thanksgiving dinner and I was at the adult table and someone from the kiddie table came over. My natural instinct is to step in and see how I can kind of assist. I think there's some problems you can't solve. You can deal with someone a certain way and treat them great, and they could perceive it as harmful.
Of course. I was really thrown off by the situation with Jeffrey straight up just lying, saying that I chose her and told her that she was the one. On a more serious note, do you have concerns going into this week?
I would rather leave with no one than the wrong person.
So that means if Tommy's like, all right, Blake, you gotta go, you're gonna be like, come on, babe, let's go, we leaving.
We are at Hard Rock Cafe Bayside. You gonna dance with me?
I'm dancing.
Let's go. Let's go. We'll fall in love later, guys.
You already know how we do it, baby.
I just want to see how everyone acts this week now that the power is in our hands.
I'm taking Anthony out to get to know him more and to deepen the connections that we acquire during the boat party.
Look at that smile.
That boy looked good. I was like, oh yeah. Check, 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 check. It was like the Mario game when the coins, bing, 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 bing.
We grew up down the street from each other, but never crossed paths.
I was a tomboy.
My third oldest sister, I'm real close with her. She's in Ohio. She got married last year, June.
How about you? Marriage in your future?
It should be because I call her bouquet.
Do you think he's in the process?
I hope so.
You ready for him if he is?
Yeah. I don't want to go through life by myself.
Everything you're saying just sounds good. She was beautiful, hair was nice, had a beautiful smile. And she let it down. She gave me some vulnerability.
So what's your future look like?
Marriage.
Okay.
Possibly
You smiled when you said that.
I mean, yeah. Possibly a little Anthony running around.
Whatever we agree on. I'm big on that. Anthony, You know, I'm gonna stop being like that, because they gonna be like, she like everybody she gonna date with. But Anthony is different.
Me and Jeffrey, I think we have a strong connection, but I think that changed because what I saw on the boat. Having this day at the coffee shop, I want to hear her out and see what she has to say.
What did you think about the boat party yesterday?
It was very interesting, to say the least.
Yeah?
We played a fun game.
The game.
That was definitely exciting.
You were always occupied.
You were occupied.
I wouldn't say I was occupied.
During the game, you was occupied.
During the game? What do you mean? Like, I was by myself over there.
No, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, you shared a kiss.
But that was definitely part of the game.
You could have rejected it.
It's still part of the game.
Nah, I don't believe that. Jeffrey kissing Mark Anthony was a hard no for me. I'm not mad at it, but I know the direction I would choose, and I choose to move differently. That's just something I may struggle with. Like, I don't know.
Even in the game.
Like somebody you're not into, you're not kissing them on the lips.
So I did go on a date with Mark.
Okay.
He was the last guy that I went on a date with before the game. I still checked on you. I wanted to know where you were. I did.
I guess when I saw that, I was like, oh, well.
So, but oh, God.
It was kind of like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. He didn't look the same, and he seemed really pissed off.
Did you apply pressure to me that day?
I didn't speak to you.
So why on earth would I choose you for the kiss?
What would your kids say about you kissing somebody?
What would my kids say about a guy that claims to have this connection with me, but walks right past me? He had no reason to be upset with me. It was incredibly just alarming. I can't have a man around me that's gonna act like that. He's automatically on the cancellation list.
With Jeffrey, I dodged 3 bullets. Number 1, I haven't seen her without makeup. 2, I don't think she takes criticism well. And 3, she doesn't know that man. She doesn't know him. She just kissing a random. I saw what I saw, and I'm moving accordingly to what I saw.
I want to spend more time with Blue, but I also want to get the facts between Jeffrey and Blake.
Meditation, all about turning your mind off. So this is my core. I'm happy.
Blake.
Nice to meet you, Blake. You guys can feel.
When I arrived, I realized that Jeffrey's going to be in the meditation as well. After 3 attempts of trying to get my words out and having her cut me off and be a little combative.
Feel free to take your shoes off. Whatever's gonna make you guys comfortable, feel free.
I'm looking forward to this double date. Ooh, tension's gonna fly.
Please feel free to lay down on your mats. These frequencies are aligned with different chakras in your body.
Just very loud. It was a little painful. I'm assuming it's because I'm sitting the closest to her.
By far, this is my favorite date. It's amazing what art can reveal about someone.
So y'all enjoyed the boat ride?
We did. Clearly, there was a little tension on the boat.
Oh.
What was that about?
That it's not even worth addressing. I'm going to respectfully decline to address it here.
I was fine. That would be on him, because he's the one that had the hurt or concerns.
That's it. That's all we had.
Yeah.
So we can move past.
I've learned along the way not to give energy to anything that isn't going to forward your happiness, your progress, your wealth. I will not give Jeffrey the sword to use against me.
I have a money tree, Rihanna, Legos, a couple in paradise, a black lady with a flower crown goes, and someone cooking. Talk about yours, Blake.
I went with some timepieces and some luxury scenes. I believe that time is the most important commodity and it should be taken advantage of in order to achieve the luxury things and the things that you enjoy.
Everything is kind of very materialistic. Is there any family within that?
I think you missed the concept. The concept was time. It wasn't about the material. So
Everything is about time.
Time is the most important piece.
Another wasted time with Blake.
I love salmon. I love the ocean, scuba diving, fishing, boats, traveling, holding hands.
Travel is important to him, as to me. The only thing missing from Blue artwork was...
When Blue made his painting, I thought it was really cute. We naturally have similar core values, and without talking to each other about it, we kind of had the same collage and painting. It makes me want to definitely leave that pathway open for Blue. Core of the family, showing the dad with the kids.
Jeffrey's presence and aura makes me comfortable, so there's definitely a light there.
Just really thankful for you guys coming in today.
I'm happy that we were able to kind of like squash the weirdness.
I've never had
you
any.
Displayed grace. Whatever happened is in the past.
I just think people have rights to choose if they want to deal with someone or not.
You guys have said you would both decide to move on, and I'm happy.
I feel like my only concern with Tony was how he was making his way around with the ladies.
I was the happiest man in the world.
You look so handsome.
What's been going on?
Other than that, I'm just excited on this journey. You may be one of the people I was more excited to get to hang out with.
Maybe?
Maybe.
You're not so sure.
I'll let you know.
End of this day.
Yeah.
Going into this date with Blake, I'm excited. I really love a thinker, and I could tell that he thinks before he speaks. How's your day going? I already ordered you a cranberry juice.
Awesome. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Long day. Long day.
Long so far. Start of the week.
Definitely. Floor is yours. This is your date.
So, in this journey so far, how is it going for you? Where do you feel like you are?
So when you ask just a general question, I can only give a general answer. So, all in all, I think it's positive. But we still have, a bit of a ways to go.
We do.
I'm really looking forward to what this can become.
Okay, so your kid's ready for a stepmama?
Yes. Are you ready for that?
I'm ready for my partner, first and foremost. I could have been somebody's baby mama, but I feel like I'm worth a little.
You definitely more than a baby mama.
Yeah.
Definitely. Who do you want in this process, Morgan? Like,
I want a man's man. I want everything that comes with being a man.
okay.
I do want to make full disclosure. There's some great men here. Like I told you this. I really like Lyndon. He's a great guy.
I don't care about the candidate.
You asked me a question, I'm answering it. There's some great candidates.
Okay.
Remind me, what is it that you do?
I work in corporate security. Okay. So that's everything from physical security to information security. I was self-employed before that. Okay. So I went to the military. I was a military police officer. I progressed from there and I became a special agent, Department of Defense, CID agent. Mm-hmm. It's criminal investigations, terrorism, counterterrorism.
Okay.
So what do you like to do with your free time?
Usually I spend a lot of evenings and nights with friends and family. We drinking, we turning up, we having a good time at the house.
Okay. I get it. All right.
I've also just been taking on new interests, things that I never really was into before. I've become like a makeup enthusiast.
I think Jonique is a lovely young lady, but I think that there is too large of a gap between she and I, life experience-wise. But I definitely support her in, finding the person that's meant for her.
Do you have any questions for me?
I think that I've been receiving you. So no, I don't have any questions.
He was really standoffish, in my opinion. He gave me a weird vibe.
Did you park far?
I didn't. I'm right around the corner.
Why now, Tony?
Honestly, I'm tired of being alone.
You got your boys.
Coming home alone. Yeah, I got my babies. My career is in order. My life is in order. The only thing that's missing is that special person. Are you ready?
Yeah.
How do you know you're ready?
Because I'm happy. I'm at a really good place in my life. That's the only thing missing, is this special man in my life.
It's me?
Maybe. We'll see if you play your cards right. I think for you, you should have a little less cards.
Oh, yeah?
It felt real good kissing Morgan.
Cheers.
I just you know, wanted to give her something a little bit to think about. This date made things much more difficult.
Leaving the date with Tony, I do think that I have a stronger connection with him. I'm just completely smitten by that man.
It's getting closer to the point where people are starting to build their connections.
Is there a connection with Tony?
Yeah, Tony's been really intentional about me this entire time.
I really like Blue. Blue is a good vibe. It was cool to see the energy.
Anthony, when he came around that corner, that man looked good, okay? We're a lot alike. He's Haitian, I'm Haitian, we get the culture.
You have lit up. Seems like y'all definitely been putting in some quality time.
My top connection is Blake. We talk a lot. We're still on the same page, aligning in terms of our lives, the stage we're in.
And another one?
I'm very much into Anthony. When we had the event at Hard Rock, I asked Anthony to teach me compa dancing, and it was very sensual. It was like, ooh, I felt like we were alone.
It's just really boiling down to me, I think, between Mark Anthony and Anthony. I do value somebody who has the potential to stretch me out of my comfort zone, so.
Mark Anthony, he gets right in there to find out what's like actually happening.
Who are the men that you are not connecting with? We'll start with you, Miss Suanne.
DeMario, only because we have not connected.
I was there when the initial, DeMario Corvea bloomed and blossomed. After that, he texted me briefly, but there has been no follow-up since.
Mario, unfortunately. I had a date with DeMario. It was actually extremely disturbing. For some reason in his mind, he seemed to believe that I should have picked him for the kiss, and he even said, what would my kid think by seeing me kiss another man? As a matter of fact, I got a text from him this morning.
What'd that say?
He wanted to see if we could somehow resolve after our last date. He knew that we had something special.
But you said you did last week. You said you did.
But I kept my same energy with DeMario. So, meaning it's changed now.
Okay.
You seem to be pretty much of an advocate for the men, because you actually had questioned me.
No,
I noticed that you're kind of watching what happens with me and the men, so I'm just...
My thoughts on the situation with Jeffrey calling me Advocate Sue, I definitely am an advocate. It's starting to give obsessed, because I'm like, if you don't like someone and they don't like you, then move on. Some people handle rejection with grace and with class, and some people handle it another kind of way.
Morgan.
Blake and DeMario.
Miss Jonique.
I went on a one-on-one date with Blake. It was nothing special there.
General conversation.
Blake, I think I've said this from the beginning. I get him, I understand him.
I think it's fair for Blake to give the energy where he would like to. In our conversations, I feel like we're both looking for our last person.
Mark Anthony, he don't want to date women with children. And that is big.
Don't forget y'all still got a second chance lifeline. Once y'all get closer.
I would stand up, but it's hard to get back in this seat.
I'm surprised. I'm happy to be on a one-on-one with her. This date could go one or two ways. I think we share a lot of the same views on a lot of things.
Are you surprised to see me?
I am pleasantly surprised. Going into the date with Cynthia, when I walk in, I wasn't expecting to see her there, and I'm really looking forward to the date.
I ordered you a drink.
I also know the women have the power to eliminate this week. I'm honestly concerned.
You look like you're,
For
like
me,
you just
it's
need to like exhale.
Yeah, I may need a shot of Patron.
I definitely prejudged you.
You know, we are in a journey that's, you know, not the norm.
You want to make a good impression.
Right.
I think it's been a great opportunity to meet really, really great people. What did you take away from that for us?
You know, I like you as a person. I like what you stand for. I understand you thus far. But there's a couple of ladies that have issues with your directness. The delivery on how you make somebody feel is something you might need to address.
Okay.
Because it's getting out of hand.
You had some connections at first, and then you kind of got zoned in on one person, on Corvette. And then they felt like you didn't really try to get to know nobody.
I am still open to seeking those connections and seeing where to go.
They gave you the opportunity to address it and the cat had your tongue. That's a big thing.
Cynthia gives me the advice. I have a bit of mixed emotion. Am I going home or are we staying and continuing this journey?
You are just not ready to love.
I'm shocked.
I hate that it ends here.
I'm gonna go with what I feel and how I feel and who I feel it with.
You are still ready to love.
I feel like this is one of the most meaningful conversations that I've had since I've been here.
Knowing that I was on the chopping block yet again, it's definitely something that I'm worried about.